Hello and welcome to the program. I'm Mohammed Jamjoom. Fugitive and former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina, has officially been charged with crimes against humanity. Prosecutors in Dhaka accused the 77-year-old of orchestrating a systematic attack on demonstrators during protests last year that ended her 15-year rule. Hasina remains in self-imposed exile in neighboring India and has rejected the charges as politically motivated. Bangladesh's interim leader, Muhammad Yunus, has promised to ensure Sheikh Hasina and other key figures face justice. But his caretaker government is facing discord over when it will hold elections. So, will Sheikh Hasina face trial, and will Bangladeshis forgive Muhammad Yunus if she doesn't? We'll get to our panel of guests in a moment, but first, this report by Amma Boateng.
It's been nearly 1 year since violence and protests shook Bangladesh's capital, Dhaka. Yet for many people, the memories still feel raw. The country's International Crimes Tribunal has charged then Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina with crimes against humanity. Prosecutors accuse the 77-year-old of being directly responsible for ordering a systematic attack that led to mass killings during the crackdown last summer.
This trial is not for revenge. Rather, it's a promise for the future and to give the next generation a safe Bangladesh. We said that this trial will be emotion-free, evidence-based, fact-based, impartial and fair.
Unrest began after students organised protests last June against a quota system that reserved 30% of government jobs for descendants of war veterans, saying it favoured the governing Awami League party. By mid-July, the protest escalated into violence and Hasina's government launched a crackdown. The UN says up to 1,400 people may have been killed. In early August, Prime Minister Hasina resigned and fled the country, ending her 15-year rule. A few days later, an interim government was formed, led by Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus. Its members were tasked with restoring peace and preparing for elections. But political instability continues, with protesters opposing the makeup of the interim government and the nature of reforms, and calling for early elections. Earlier this week, interim leader Muhammad Yunus renewed a plea to parties to resolve differences. But pressure is mounting on the streets. Last week, student supporters of one of the main political parties, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, marched to demand elections in December. Yunus says polls could be held then, but is pushing for June 2026 to give the government more time to enact reforms. Yet demonstrators on the street may not have the patience nor trust to wait that long. Amma Boateng, Al Jazeera for Inside Story.